Okay, thank you for reviewing this introductory presentation about the new Members Benefit Programme for NCCA members provided by Factotum. Factotum is effectively a call management company. We have a call centre just outside Cambridge, been operating since 2003, providing service to a wide range of businesses from sole traders through to NHS trusts. In fact, we've been supporting a number of NCCA members for over 10 years now with direct relationships with them, and they're giving great testimony to our service, hence why the new Members Benefit Programme for the benefit of all NCCA members. Bit of a strong statement. Your business reputation and wealth is at risk. Well, it certainly is if you're not handling your telephone calls effectively, be that not answering or going to voicemail, answered by a third party that is not doing a great job for you. It could be your son when he gets home from school, could be just ringing out. My point is, if you're not answering your call professionally, consistently, then literally your business reputation and wealth is at risk. So just imagine for one moment that you're in need of a service, not someone ringing you for your service, but you want your boiler repairing, for example. These are the typical sort of places that you might look. These are the typical destinations that many of the NCCA members might market their companies. So you want that boiler repair guy, you pick up the phone and it's unanswered. It just rings out. It goes to a voicemail. It's constantly engaged. So what do you do next? And the answer is you ring the next service provider. The opportunity is missed. And we all know that that goes on every day for NCCA members. Worse still, it's answered by the babysitter. There's children screaming and shouting in the background, there's a dog barking, or it's answered quite bluntly because they forget that the business calls are answered in the home as well. So what do you think of that business at this point? If I was calling that number and I received those services, would I want to trust a carpet cleaner provider coming into my property, which is private to me, and I require trust of the person that's coming in? And the answer is not really. So that business has spent thousands potentially to make the phone ring, and yet they let themselves down at the most crucial point, when you've got that inquiry. And that's the most crucial point because you need to manage it professionally, consistently, trustworthily. And the real question is, how much do you spend on marketing yourselves? As an individual company, it might vary. You might get lots of your business from referrals, which is great, but that also depends on reputation. So how much is a missed inquiry worth to your business? And we know through discussions with the NCCA that a domestic customer is typically $2 to $2.50 as an average value. A domestic client might be a regular customer who comes back to you or has more than one property. A corporate client could be worth thousands per week to a business, but your reputation is the most valuable thing. So 200 to 250 for a domestic customer is what we're going to call the entry-level inquiry here. So what happens for your business when your phone line is engaged, or you're on holiday, or you're out on the road, you're driving to the next job? Maybe you're on the tools, the machines are whirring away and you don't hear the phone. Different problems for different businesses. When a business is thriving, they might be able to employ someone to answer the calls, but that person still goes on holiday, they still have lunch breaks, etc. But for the striving business out there, the person who is the sole trader doing everything for their business, you can't answer the phone professionally and consistently at all times. So the NCCA, we all know, are setting some excellent quality standards within the industry, taking carpet cleaning to a new level. The training courses that are out there, the regional events and meetings that are going on. But we also know that 85% of the members are actually sole traders. The best thing, though, is that the top performers within NCCA, we know are making £100,000 a year. We're not naming any. If they want to declare themselves, that's up to themselves. But where are you on the scale of the up to £100,000 a year? And the answer is that most businesses are not achieving that. And those that are using our services to help improve their business performance. They're getting 4 to 6 inquiries a day. They're doing 2 or 3 jobs a day. Some are doing more and employing other people to work for them. But 85% being sole traders are the people that are also out there on the tools. The key point here is that it's about providing a quality service at a healthy price. Someone rings up and has said, I've been quoted £90, can you beat it? Chances are you don't want that business. You want to charge a healthy price for your time. So the NCCA Virtual and Virtual Plus program, effectively this is a 2-tier virtual employee program to secure and improve your business performance. When would you use this service? Well, when you're on the tools, when you're in a meeting with a customer or you're doing a quote. Nothing worse than being in perhaps a customer's house and doing a quote, and your phone rings and you take that call in front of the customer. It's just not very professional. What about when you're short of staff, or when you're on your lunch break, or when you're on holiday, or when you're traveling, or buying your chemicals, whatever it may be? For many businesses, we provide a full-time outsourced service to achieve maximum efficiency for that company. So whatever your business needs, whether we're just handling the inquiries, whether appointment setting or managing your diary, maybe I say reception overspill, that might be your partner at home who answers the phone for you during the day, but she's got to go and get the kids, or he's got to go and get the kids from school. For more established businesses, we are their frontline reception. We are part of their business. Ultimately, though, whatever your business needs, it's about you being in control. Whether you want the service as a full-time thing, a part-time, or flexi time, it's up to you. So the virtual telephony service is effectively a pay-as-you-use virtual employee. We are a member of your staff, but without the tax, the national insurance, or the pension. We reduce your office and operation expenses. And key point here is that people don't know that they're calling a call centre. They believe they're talking to your business. There's not loads of clicking of a keyboard and background chatter, because ultimately we are pretty much seamless to your company. You choose whether you want to maybe divert when your phone's engaged. If you're taking the calls yourself during the day, but you're already on the phone, you can have it trip over to us. Maybe you're not engaged and you want it to divert to us after 6 rings or 10 rings. Maybe you want to set up preset divert times. Maybe you're on the tools from 9 till 1, but lunch from 1 till 2. I know that's a variable for everybody, but you choose if you want preset divert times. Another key point is we don't just take a message, we say, how can I help you? The callers believe they are talking to your business. Most important, we're not just taking a message saying, oh, he's working at the moment, I'm just in a call centre taking messages. That is not on our radar. How can I help you is how we handle the call. So the package for NCCA members is actually a saving of £300 per annum versus our recommended prices. And this would give you total telephony control. You are in control. The packages are NCCA Virtual. This is essentially the entry-level one, our most popular one, whereby we will gather up to 6 areas of information from your caller: the name, the address, why they're calling, etc. You decide what those 6 areas are, and the cost of that is £29.95 a month and 98 pence per call. And that includes your first 20 calls per month. So it's really a phenomenal deal, below our standard retail pricing. But we understand there's lots of NCCA members who might want to participate in this program. The Virtual Plus diary service is more data fields, more questions perhaps, plus the online diary, which is a different pricing. It's £5 more and £1.67 per call, but with a per second billing option. The key difference between the two is that the NCCA Virtual, we don't want 10-minute calls for 98 pence, because our phone lines are just engaged and the call centres go manic if we're getting into long conversations. We allow for a couple of minutes for each of those calls, but the bottom one, it might be more complex. We might be being asked to get room sizes, what type of flooring they've got, so we get a bit more comprehensive, and the per second billing option is more appropriate. It depends on your business. Ultimately, that too includes the first 20 calls per month. So how does it work? Effectively, we open an account with you. Our quality control team sets up your call protocols. We want knowledge about your business, what areas you specialise in, the territories that you cover, the prices that you charge maybe, what products you use. What sort of questions are we going to get from your caller that are typical to you, because we need to train a minimum of 10 people within the call centre so that you've got permanent coverage full-time throughout the day. Once that account is set up, you divert your calls to the call centre. We give you a dedicated underlying phone number, and you choose full-time, part-time, flexi-time, preset diverts, trip over on busy. It's up to you. We answer the phone in your brand with "how can I help you?" So we then gather the information that you want gathering, and that call can either be transferred, an appointment can be diarised, or a message taken with an instant email or text notification to you. So you're in total control at all times. So in summary, full-time, part-time, flexi-time, up to you, you decide. It's a pay-as-you-use virtual employee without the expenses. No tax, national insurance, pension, or operational expenditure within the office. And it's justifiable by securing just one new sale every 3 or 4 months that you might otherwise have lost. Fantastic deal for any business in any market sector. And it's what top performers do. Those of you who are busy, doing the VAT returns maybe, doing the loading, doing the buy-in, doing the drive-in, you can't also answer the phone. Why wouldn't you use this service? For further details, you can visit ukfactotum.com/NCCA. I would talk people through that page as part of the sign-up process. You can call me direct on the 01638 576 408 number. That is a dedicated hotline for NCCA members, or you can contact us through Facebook, and we'll be active on the Facebook members groups for NCCA members. And Andy Cummins, that's myself, I will be the guy who is looking after NCCA members herein. So thanks for joining us. I look forward to working with many of you over the future time. Thank you.